Oh yeah, look at my sim Chase making some cool music with that slick new hairstyle. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Delivery Express video. So this is for the month of March 2022. We already knew that there were going to be some new tattoos coming, but turns out there is more to this drop than we expected. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting from the main menu, we have a new limited time scenario. It's called Inspirational Mentor, and its themes are skills and friendship, and it's considered to be easy. I feel like what you have to do is actually a bit above easy, but it is available to start until April 24th, 2022. The description reads, "This sim is all about learning and sharing her knowledge, and her goal is to help others grow. Sims can mentor in programming, rocket science, comedy, writing, painting, fishing, handiness, logic, piano, violin, guitar, fitness, robotics, fabrication, and knitting. To mentor, reach level 10 in a mentorable skill and use the mentor interaction on another sim while they're practicing that skill. To write a skill book, reach level 5 in a skill and use the computer to write skill book in the right category. Requirements are one sim who is female, young adult, or older, and one sim who is a female teen. And potential outcome is just one. Sim maxes a skill, mentors teen 5 times, is BFFs with mentee, and writes a skill book." Initially, I was surprised that they are restricting this to females only, but then I realized, oh, okay, maybe it's because it's Women's History Month for the month of March, so I guess that makes sense. Even though they don't specifically mention Women's History Month, I feel like it would have benefited them to mention that, right? But yeah, I think that is the reason. But it is too bad that this is a limited time scenario, because I feel like this actually is a pretty interesting one. I feel like they are getting better with scenarios as of recently. So maybe later they can bring this scenario back, but have it so it's not just restricted to females. I often forget that mentoring is even a thing in The Sims 4, so I think it is kind of cool when scenarios remind you of things that are in the game, but you may have just forgotten about them. Most of this SDX drop focuses on new Create a Sim items, and 4 of those are new tattoos as promised. I was really worried about finding these because, as I've said in previous videos, there's no filtering system, which is really weird. But they're actually labeled with a plumb bob since it is a special collaboration. So when you hover over it does say made in collaboration with, and it has the artist's name right there, so that is pretty cool. As for the tattoos themselves, yeah, this first one is made by Young Park. It's a leg tattoo. I like the design of it, but maybe it's just the Sims skin tones that I use, but it does not really show up well enough in my opinion. It makes me wish that we had the sliders that we have for makeup and skin tones. This back tattoo is by Chris Inc., and this is my favorite one in this Sims Delivery Express drop. It's very vibrant, and it just looks great in-game. Can't wait to use this on my Sims for sure. This next tattoo is by Genesis, and it goes around the belly button, which is pretty interesting, so yeah, I like the design of this one as well. And last but not least, we have a design by Monty that goes up more like closer to the neck, and this is a really cool design as well. So yeah, I don't really have much complaints about these tattoos, except I do wish the one by Young Park showed up better, but I'm glad that we got more tattoos. I don't feel like we get tattoos often enough. But wait, there's more! So there is the new hairstyle that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and I think this looks really good. I don't think I have any complaints about this one. And I'm glad that this is a brand new hairstyle rather than it being ripped out of an existing DLC. So I hope that they do continue just introducing more hairstyles in these free updates, and that it gives the developers even more room to work with creatively when they put Sims in the new packs that come with worlds.
Yab yab, abu yab, abu yab.
So you may remember on a previous Sims Delivery Express, the Sims did collaborate with custom content creator Complex Sims, and the new items were a do-rag, a bonnet, and a robe. Unfortunately, the robe was only available on masculine frames, and with the bonnet and the do-rag, they were only available for adults. But now that has finally been rectified, so we do have the bonnets and the do-rags and the robes available for all ages, and the robes are available on adult feminine frames. And they do thankfully still have the same swatches as the masculine one that I really like, especially the ones with the patterns towards the end. I also noticed they have updated these items with the plumb bob icon and give proper credit to Complex Sims, which is great. I'm glad they solved that as well. There is some minor clipping with the bonnet though on children, so hopefully they could fix that. I noticed even in the icon it shows that. But now that they do have this proper crediting system for custom content creators outside of that anniversary collab, it gives me more hope that they will continue collaborating with more custom content creators in the future, and I look forward to seeing that. So overall, some pretty decent items that I look forward to using. One other thing I forgot to mention is the new hairstyle is only available under the masculine tag, so if you're struggling to find it, that could be why. I'm not sure why they only labeled it as masculine. I think it works perfectly fine on my feminine sim Jasmine here. There is one last thing to go over, and that is a brand new painting. This one I remember they announced several months ago, and finally it has made it into the game. The painting is by Brazilian art team Milano, and it's inspired by the shapes of nature as well as textures found in graphics of nature and the environment. I think this painting looks pretty nice, and I'm glad to have another painting in the base game because I think the base game could use more paintings so that it's not as repetitive, like when we get new worlds with new builds and they're just using the same art pieces over and over again. So that's pretty much it for this Sims Delivery Express drop. While there are a few issues, I think overall I would say I am pretty positive about this one. I gotta say, I'm also really glad that these Sims Delivery Express drops are getting a bit bigger than they were initially, because I thought we were going to get only like 1 or 3 items, but they seem to overall be giving us more. It's basically like what we would get in a normal update, except it's coming out at a different time without us having to patch the game, but restart the game instead. Maxis really needs to do a better job of telling us everything that's in these drops though. Part of the reason why this video is coming out as late as it is because there's more than they tweeted about. And even in the main menu, I eventually did run into these two things where it talks about the update for Complex Sims' items and the tattoos, but even then, it doesn't mention the painting by Lano, unless maybe there is one and I just wasn't lucky enough to see it. But even then, I feel like this is not a great system. Perhaps there should be an actual Sims Delivery Express news feed, like a button that you click on and it brings up all of the latest items in each drop, and of course, just telling us everything on social media instead of just a few things. But feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on this Sims Delivery Express, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!